That's why I say this era is going to be my favorite era, and you're leading the charge. And what I like most about your career so far is when Super Shaq dropped you twice. Let's talk.
I see that coming. I see that coming.
What's up, my people? This is the Black Toe Sugars. I'm your host, Showbizz the Adult, and I'm here with who I like to call Sugar Abdullah Mason. What's going on with you, brother?
How's everything?
Brother, nice to meet you. You know, I call you Sugar.
Yeah.
You know why I call you Sugar?
Why is that?
Because sugars are special.
Yeah.
Sugar Ray Robinson, Sugar Shane Mosley, Sugar Ray Leonard, and you got the look.
Yeah.
The babyface assassin, right? Just a killer out there.
Yeah.
Look like you can't hurt a fly, but you destroying everybody. I call you the perfect fighter. That's why I call you a sugar. Now, this is why I say you're the perfect fighter.
Mhm.
You can box, use your range, use some slickness, but you got a violent mentality. You can knock somebody out with one shot or a cumulative punching, get rid of them. Tell me about your style. Do you think you're the perfect fighter?
To answer briefly, yes, because to be a great fighter, you have to be able to adjust, and I feel like that's something that I'm able to do. You know, with my team in my corner, that I'm able to adjust. You know, to certain opponents or anybody that's in front of me. So that's something that you have to have in the sport of boxing. If you want to go however far, you got to be able to adjust to your opponents, and that's something I think that I'm good at.
Yeah, making those adjustments.
Yeah.
Now listen, man, the new age. I love you guys, man.
Yeah.
You, Kermel, Keyshawn, all you guys, Moses, I love all you guys. You guys are fed. Brian Norman Bates, Mr. 6 weeks. I know all you guys, man.
Yeah.
And here's what I like about you. No diss, but this is what I like. And this is what I'm going to contribute. I think you guys are far enough removed. No diss, far enough removed from Floyd Mayweather. Let me tell you what I mean. Okay. Pretty Boy Floyd had a certain style.
Yeah.
Pretty similar to yours right now. But injured shoulders, moving up in weight, his hands start getting more fragile. So he adjusted his style like a perfect fighter would. High IQ, one of the greatest fighters, defensive magician. All right?
Yeah.
But he did that because of what happens with his health and all those things. With his hands, he just had to make those adjustments. But the generation right after him, who looked up to him, start fighting like how he fought when he had to make adjustments.
Right.
The pop shot and all those things. Y'all don't do any of that. It's almost like y'all have brought it back to Leonard, to the 90s, to Julian the Hawk Jackson and all those boys. Do you know any of those guys that I'm naming right now?
No, for sure.
Okay, for sure. Good.
Yeah.
That's why I say this era is going to be my favorite era, and you're leading the charge. And what I like most about your career so far is when Super Shaq dropped you twice.
I see that coming. I see that coming.
Do it. You saw it coming?
I saw it coming, yeah.
Okay.
A lot of people say that. Yeah, you're not the only one that says that, everybody got the same opinion, but I feel like that's because of the way the fight unfolded after that, the way I went about it. And it was purely just straight up adjustments, adjusting to that, that punch he threw, adjusting to just the way he was coming at me right after that. But that was, a good example of me being able to adjust and staying calm and collected.
Dude, that takes maturity.
Yeah.
Brother, I'm sorry. No disrespect. I know you're a grown-ass man, but I'm 44 years old. That's a lot of maturity from a kid. What I'm saying is, it's something to get hit like that, get dropped in front of a bunch of people. Everybody got these high expectations. And I know you were a bit embarrassed, but for you to keep that's not simple. That's not simple.
Yeah.
What
I was more shocked than anything, But the main thing that shocked me was when I stood up after the first one and the ref was counting. I said, hold on, the ref counting for me right now? Like, you watching boxing and you watching, time and time again, fighters get dropped and they get up and the ref is counting for them. But not once before that fight, I'm thinking that it happened to me. So I'm standing up like, oh, really? Like, he actually counting for me. So that was, you know, the part about it that got me like, okay, you know, you say anything can happen in the sport of boxing, but that was an example to me, like, okay, anything really can happen in the sport of boxing. So you got to be, you know, focused and locked in at all times.
I know that had to be surreal for you, used to knocking everybody else down. And
Yeah.
then it's like the point of view changed. It's like, holy, 1, 2,
Yeah.
it's like, get the hell out.
Right.
Bro, there's fingers
Yeah.
moving. Everybody's telling me this. I got one more question for you.
Yeah.
Your next opponent, Sam Noakes. Do you know his nickname?
I don't know his nickname.
Mitch. His name is Samich Noakes.
Samich
Noakes. Yeah, Samich Noakes.
Why is that?
Samich, no, I have no idea,
Samich
brother.
Noakes.
It just sounds hilarious. Okay, Samich Noakes. But here's the thing. He's young. He's in the prime of his life. He's undefeated. Same knockout percentage as you. I think only 2 people survive. What are you doing fighting this guy when you are still developing?
It's that time.
What?
It's that time.
Brother,
Yeah.
that's that
And I-
Raven or Wilfred Benitez.
And I walked into it, you know, by the thing, you know, the fights that I went through previously, you know, like you said, that fight before in November, that is one of the fights that got me prepared for this. Sam Noakes, he's a strong opponent. He's a great opponent for me at this time in my career. And everything is happening at its proper time. So he's definitely somebody that I will be prepared for, you know, stepping in there. And I just got to make sure I do it right. You know, I step in there. I got to be prepared to fight Sam Noakes that night.
I believe, because I've seen you here and I've seen you on the floor, and you always end up here.
Right.
That's the Black Two Sugars. Thank you so much, my brother.
Thank you.